Hey guys, GrownAssNerd here, and welcome back to another episode. In this episode, I have one hell of an exciting pickup. Super excited to have it, and that's all thanks to Gamer Wayne. You can find him on YouTube, go check him out. Give me an incredible deal on this unit. I can't believe it. So first off, how it started off was he messaged me and said he was getting rid of a few things from his game collection, and asked me if there was anything specific I was looking for. Well, there was one thing I could think of, and so I texted him back. I was like, do you happen to have this? And he's like, yeah, actually, I do have that, and I have it boxed. And I'm just like, what? This is crazy, this is ridiculous. So I messaged him back again. I was like, well, what are you asking for it? And I was expecting some astronomical, crazy number that's something that I couldn't afford, because usually online these things go loose for a lot more than what I'm willing to pay. And fortunately, he's super awesome and hooked me up with a great deal that I could not refuse and could not pass up. So basically, I jumped in my car right away, hit up the ATM, and drove straight to his place to pick it up. And if you pay any attention to the thumbnail, you know what I'm talking about. It's the Panasonic Q. So the Panasonic Q basically is an all-around entertainment center put out by Panasonic, which got permission from Nintendo to use the technology to play GameCube games. Basically, it's a GameCube within an all-around entertainment center. Or I guess you could say it's a GameCube that plays DVDs. This was exclusive to Japan only, and unfortunately it never got over to the US. I feel really terrible because I feel like it might have done a lot more better. It would have done a lot better in the US, I believe, because I know that when I had my PlayStation 2 and all the Nintendo fanboys had their GameCubes, I would always use an excuse as to why the PlayStation 2 was better, and that's obviously because it could play DVDs. Now, I'm not saying that makes it better. I'm just saying that's what I used back in the day as ammunition. So the Panasonic Q actually was only in production for, I think, about 2 years exactly. They went in production in December 2001 and went out of production in December 2003. So that tells you how bad this unit did in Japan. So ultimately the Panasonic's GameCube failed. Now, I would say the reason I think that it failed is because basically by the time this unit came out in December of 2001, people really didn't need it. They already had a DVD player in their house, and the original GameCube was made affordable because it's compact size. So why pay the extra money for an all-in-one unit? So the Japanese consumers already had their DVD players, and they had the individual GameCube console all by itself for a whole lot cheaper. This unit just went into the blind. It didn't do very well here in Japan, so obviously they felt no need of pushing it to US consumers, unfortunately, which I think it would have done a lot better over there than it did here in Japan, because I know if I was a Nintendo fanboy back then, I would have went with the Panasonic Q over the regular GameCube, because I'd want to play DVDs and stuff, and I'd want to be able to throw that back into the Sony or Xbox fanboys' faces. You know, like, oh yeah, well, mine can play it too, you know, and it even looks better, because this thing does look pretty badass. I mean, look at this thing. It's got it's like a mirror. Like, I could wake up in the morning and like brush my teeth in this thing. Not that I would do that. I'm just saying I could. Now also, not only is this box, but it also comes with the original GameCube Panasonic controller. The Panasonic controller is also very rare and hard to find. The remote control I do not have, but you know, this is good enough. This keeps me totally happy. I would have been excited to have this loose. Surprisingly enough, he had it boxed. Here's the box here. Now, it doesn't have the styrofoam inserts for it. If you have any idea of a way I could hook this up with maybe some custom inserts or something, maybe you guys know something about packing things. I don't know, some people have jobs where they pack stuff. Drop down in the comments below or shoot me an email or something. Let me know, because I'd like to get some kind of like real sturdy inserts for this, because right now the Panasonic GameCube, I just have it sitting in there kind of loose, so I gotta be careful with it when I'm moving it around, or if it'll shift. So once again, I'm super excited to have this unit, and I can't thank Wayne enough for hooking me up with this awesome deal. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I should say this was one of my holy grails, but I can say that I've definitely been on the lookout for the Panasonic Q here in Japan for a long time. I never expected to actually own one, much more see one, and now I actually own one and have it in my collection. And I almost want to set it up on the shelf somewhere over here, just so where you can just see it, you know, because it's so beautiful. But this thing is kind of heavy too. I wonder if it costs so much. This thing is like made out of titanium steel, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it is, titanium. Anyways, I'm probably gonna have it sitting in the box. You can already see up here, I cleared out a section for it. I'm probably gonna have it up here sitting in the box for a while, but every now and then I'll change things up a little bit. I like my my game room, or my game wall, I guess I could say. I want it to look a little bit different every time, you know, I do a video and stuff. So my cat's on the bed shaking the camera now. And as far as actually playing it, I don't want to play it too much because the disk drive in it does work. It comes in and out, but the fragile plastic trays in them tend to break. So normally when people go out to buy these units, I've heard that those trays are actually broken and they have to take it apart and fix it with some 3D printed upgrade for the disc tray. But this one actually works perfectly fine. I've tested it out, it works fantastic and great, but I've heard that these things, taking them apart, can be a real pain in the butt because there's tons of hidden screws and stuff. Basically, this thing wasn't made to take apart and mess around with. It's definitely no original GameCube. But yeah, let's just play it safe. I'm not going to mod it at all to play US games. It's strictly Japanese, so I'm fine with that. As far as a collector's piece, this just means a lot to me, so I'll probably just keep it as it is. Now, something I never knew about this unit until owning it and turning it on and turning it off, it actually greets you and says goodbye. So when you turn it on, it'll say hello across the LCD screen, and when you turn it off, it'll say goodbye. Pretty neat. And I also love the LED, the blue LED lights on the front of this thing. Looks amazing. It's glorious. I love it so much. I think definitely if this thing released in the US, it would have done a lot better. Maybe even better than the original GameCube itself. I don't think the price would really got in the way of the American gamers. I feel like we're on another level with Japan in terms of gaming. I know when you think of Japan, you think of, you know, a lot of hardcore gamers, but I don't feel like what's the word I'm looking for? Like the consumption rate, I guess I could say. I say that a lot, I guess I could say. But I feel like we tend to spend a lot more money on gaming related things than the Japanese do. The Japanese might be like into gaming like hardcore, but for the Americans, we spend a whole lot more money, and I think this unit would have done really well. Which is a shame, because if it was in the States, I'd have really liked one. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know down below what some of your holy grails are. See you next time.